vehicle. It just won't engage. So if I do it, this red diff lock light is going to flash. But because we're truly locking the front differential, until it locks itself in, until the gears engage, it won't be solid. So if I try to give it full throttle right now with the light flashing, it's going to ignition cut. It's going to sputter. And so you just need to think about that as you pull up to a spot. What you want to do is create a little bit of difference in wheel speed if you want it to happen faster. Sometimes, again, if the gears align very quickly, it might happen in half a second. It might take a few seconds. So turn the wheel a little bit, blip the throttle, maybe back up, go forward if you really can't get it to engage the way you want to. That's what it takes. Steering is going to be really important. Number one, all you guys have driven stuff with steering wheels off-road. You never wrap your thumbs around the spokes of the steering wheel. That's a good way to, even with power steering, which all of our vehicles have, that's not a good habit. The shape of our steering wheel with the nice rubber overmolding, great tactile feel here. Use your thumbs up driving style. Our vehicle is not tougher than the rocks, especially when it comes to the steering and the drive line. So if you're in diff lock especially, and you can't move the steering wheel, that doesn't mean turn it harder. So you will break stuff. So stop, back off. Over the course of the day, and of course tomorrow, you guys will get a feel for what that feels like. But if you don't know what the tires are touching, again, we're going to try to spot you through many sections, but there's going to be plenty of times where you're on your own. So again, if you can't turn the steering wheel, don't try to force it. Either back up, stop, ask somebody like, hey, what's my tire up against? Because there's stuff you're going to hit that you're not going to see. I promise. I mean, no matter how much we spot, there's going to be stuff you're going to run into that you're not expecting. So again, back off. You don't want to be full throttle. We shouldn't be full throttle in diff lock. We're going to want to carry a little bit of speed maybe at the bottom of the obstacle and then back off. So you don't want to go over something blind in diff lock, because if the tire gets trapped, once you go over that obstacle, then the rock's going to win. So definitely wanted to keep that in mind. The cool thing is, all you guys that are in LEs, excuse me, we've got firm, medium, and comfort on the IQS suspension. So play with that. Firm's going to give you a little more ground clearance. It's going to ride higher in the stroke a little bit. So that may be something you want. Again, we're going ultra slow. So of course comfort would be ideal, but firm can give you a benefit for ground clearance. So you can play with that, try it. That can all be done on the fly. You don't have to come to a stop or shut the vehicle off or anything like that. The other key is, of course, D mode. So we talked about this a little bit last night, but we've got sport, trail, and crawl. Not going to need sport today. Crawl is going to be the vast majority of what you're looking for. It's going to be ultra smooth, again, as slow as we're going, but you still get 100% throttle, 100% power, no matter what you do in all three modes. But you may want to try trail for certain situations. If you want a little bit of a quicker response going up something, flip it to trail. Again, you don't have to come to a stop. All you have to do is let off the throttle for a quarter of a second, or I mean, honestly, it's milliseconds. So as soon as you let off the gas, so if you're wide open throttle and flip the D mode switch, it won't change modes until you let off the gas, just for, like I said, a millisecond, then it'll change. So that is different than the on-command system, which, again, you should come to a stop, and the vehicle will ignition cut if it won't change modes.